Welcome to the video lecture series of radar systems. Today I am going to discuss multiple choice questions based on MTI and pulse Doppler radar. Let us begin. First question is, the Doppler effect is used in, four options have been given and you have to pick the incorrect statement. First is moving target plotting of PPI, MTI system, FM radar, CW radar. So if you carefully observe all these four options, you will get to know that Doppler effect is not used in moving target plotting of PPI, which is option A. This is the correct answer. Second is the COHO in MTI radar operates at. COHO is actually the coherent oscillator and coherent oscillator operates at intermediate frequency. Next question, the Doppler frequency is large if transmitted frequency is small, if relative velocity of target with respect to radar is large, if relative velocity of target with respect to radar is small, and fourth is size of the antenna is large. So the Doppler frequency is large when the relative velocity of target with respect to radar is large, means option B. Question number 4 is the function of quartz delay line in an MTI radar is. Read all the four options given here very carefully. Since delay is achieved by storing the radar output from one pulse transmission or sweep in digital memory for a time period equal to pulse repetition period, and that pulse repetition period is denoted as TP. It means it helps to subtract a complete scan from the previous one. A is the correct answer. Let us check it. Question number 5 is a solution to the blind speed problem is. What is the solution to a blind speed problem? Change the Doppler frequency, vary the PRF, use of monopulse, use of MTI. So blind speed, actually it is a serious problem in case of MTI radar. You have already studied, and how to calculate the blind speed, you must be remembering the formula as well. So blind speed solution is actually being achieved by using vary the PRF. B is the correct answer. Question number 6 is blind speed causes target to appear. Blind speed causes the target, means because of this target appears stationary. So C is the correct answer. Question number 7 is a PPI displays. PPI is plan position indicator and it displays range and azimuth angle in polar coordinates. So read all these options. Range and azimuth angle means correct answer is A. Question number 8 is the A scope of radar displays obstacle, target position and range, target or target position only. Since A scope is also a two-dimensional radar display and it displays range, and A scope is more sensitive for manually tracking radar. You must remember it. It means target range only. C is the correct answer. Question number 9 is simple CW radar does not give range information because it uses Doppler shift principle. Continuous echoes are associated with certain part of transmitted wave. Continuous wave do not reflect from a target, and none of the above. So in case of CW radar, it does not give range information because continuous echoes are associated with any specific part of transmitted waves. Means B is the correct answer. Question number 10 is identify the wrong statement about CW Doppler radar. You have to pick the wrong statement. It uses duplexer, it gives continuous transmission, it is capable of measuring target range, relative velocity, and it is capable of measuring target range. So CW radar doesn't measure target range, it means D is the correct answer, and this is the false statement over here. Question number 11 is blind speeds in moving target indication result in restrictions in speed of detectable targets, blanking of PPI, change in phase detector output, or none of the above. So blind speeds in MTI, it creates restriction in speed of detectable targets, means A. Yes, this is the correct answer. PPI in a radar system stands for what? PPI stands for plan position indicator. It means answer is C. You have to read all the options carefully because all the options seems to be quite similar. Question number 13 is the lowest blind speed of a radar which is operating at 6 gigahertz and PRF is being given which is 1000. So what is that the lowest blind speed? You know that you can calculate it as what? Lambda into FP, and lambda is what? Lambda is C upon F, where you know that the value of C is 3 into 10 raised to the power 8, and F is being given which is 6 gigahertz, means 6 into 10 raised to the power 9. And when you substitute all these values, C already you know, and the value of FP is what? 1000. Substitute and simplify it, you will be getting it as 50 meter per second. So out of these four, it matches with C. It means this is the correct answer. Question number 14 is Doppler frequency shift is given as. You know that Doppler frequency shift is denoted by FD, and this is what? 2 times VR upon lambda. At the same time, you know that lambda is what? C upon F. So you can write it as twice of VR. This is C into F. So now pick the correct option. FD is 2VR into F upon C. So it matches with A. It means A is the correct answer. Question number 15 is the major advantage of pulsed radar over continuous wave radar. What is the major advantage? Pulse radar gives range of target. Pulse radar can identify a target. Pulses can reflect it from the target, and none of the above. So pulse radar actually gives the range of target, which is the limitation of CW radar. It means A is the correct answer. Question number 16 is which of the following is the major disadvantage of continuous wave Doppler radar? So as you know that continuous wave Doppler radar does not give target range, so that is the disadvantage. Answer is D. Question number 17 is a CWFM radar can measure what? It measures relative velocity, range, relative velocity and range, relative velocity and size of target. So CWFM radar can measure relative velocity as well as range. So C is the correct answer. Question number 18. STLO stands for what? STLO stands for stable local oscillator. So you can pick it very quickly. C is the correct answer. Question number 19. Which type of antennas are used for radar? Paraboloid antenna, horn feed, dipole antenna, or all of the above. So if you remember, you have studied that all these three types of antennas can be used for radar. It means D is the correct answer. Question number 20 is An MTI radar operates at 5 GHz with a PRF of 800. What is the lowest blind speed? Lowest blind speed is being calculated for n is equal to 1. So you can calculate Vn is what? Lambda into Fp. Lambda is C upon F. C is what? 3 into 10 raised to the power 8, and F is being given, which is 5 into 10 raised to the power 9, into the value of Fp, which is 800. Now simplify it. If you simplify it, you will be getting this is 0.6 into 48.06. This term would be, and this is 800. So you will be getting this as 48 meter per second. It means answer is D. And this is the correct as well. Question number 21 is Doppler shift produced by a radar operating at 1 GHz from a target moving with a velocity that has a radial axis component of 100 meter per second would be. How to solve this? You know that what is Vn? This is n lambda Fp upon 2. It means, and at the same time you know that f of d Doppler shift is what? This is equal to n of Fp. So if you substitute all these values in this equation here, what is this? This term is being given as 100. Here n is 1. Lambda is C upon F, which is 3 into 10 raised to the power 8 upon F is 1 GHz, 1 into 10 raised to the power 9, into this term Fp upon 2. Now calculate Fp from over here. So Fp would be what? This would be 2000 upon 3. It means it is coming out as 666.66 something. So you can approximate it as 667 Hertz, means answer is A. Question number 22 is when a target is moving away from the CW Doppler radar, the received frequency. What would be the change in the received frequency if the target is moving away? Options are, it is higher than the transmitted frequency, it is lower than the transmitted frequency, has a lots of harmonic content, and no change in frequency. So when a target is moving away from a radar, if a target is moving away from radar, it means the received frequency is lower than the transmitted one. Answer is B. Question number 23. A ship sailing at a radial speed of 10 meter per second towards the HF radar operating at 3 megahertz. It would produce a Doppler shift of. What would be that Doppler shift? Formula you must know. What is FD? This is what? Twice of VR upon lambda. Substitute all these values here. 2 into VR, which is being given 10 meter per second, and lambda is what? C upon F. This is 3 into 10 raised to the power 8, and F is being given, which is 3 into 10 raised to the power 6. Now simplify it. If you simplify, you would be getting at 0.2. It means answer is C. Question number 24 is one method for solving blind speed problem is. Blind speed is a limitation in the case of MTI radar. So how to solve it? Blind speed is being solved by using a variable PRF. You have to remember this. This is a very important question. So A is the correct answer. Question number 25 is, in a Doppler radar, the transmitted frequency was 200 megahertz, whereas that of received echo 220. This indicates target is moving away from the radar, target is moving towards the radar, target is stationary, or none of the above. So if the received echo is being increased, it means target is moving towards the radar. Answer is B. Staggered PRF is used too. Why staggered PRF is used? Staggered PRF always shifts the target velocities to which MTI system is blind. It means answer is A. Question number 27 is echoes from fixed target. If echoes have been received from fixed targets, it means it remains constant. Question number 28 is the limitation of pulse MTI radar which do not occur in CW radar. What is that limitation? The major limitation of MTI radar is the blind speed and it doesn't occur in CW radar, means the answer is A. Question number 29. A simple MTI delay line canceller is an example of which type of filter? So simple MTI delay line canceller is example of time domain filter. A is the correct answer. Question number 30. The delay must introduce a time delay which is equal to TP, and this TP is known as what? This is pulse repetition period. So answer is, you can pick it easily, B. Question number 31. The delay line canceller does what? Rejects the AC component, rejects the DC component, allows both AC and DC, or reject all components. So the function of delay line canceller is to reject the DC component of the clutter. B is the correct answer. Question number 32 is the clutter rejection notches may be widened by passing the output of delay line canceller through second delay line canceller. Means this is the only way via which clutter rejection notches can be widened. Means C is the correct answer. Next question. The frequency response of double delay line canceller. You must remember what is the frequency response of single delay line canceller, what is the response of double delay line canceller. See all the options carefully. The response of double delay line canceller is 4 times sine square pi fd into t. It means C is the correct answer. Question number 34 is about range gating. Range gating, it is a process of sampling range into various samples, quantizing the range into small intervals, getting constant range, removing the range intervals. So range gating is a process of quantizing range into a smaller intervals. B is the correct answer. Question number 35. When the switching is from pulse to pulse, it is known as staggered PRF. Pulse to pulse switching is known as staggered PRF. So this is the correct answer. Question number 36 is clutter visibility factor provides. Clutter visibility factor provides what? Attenuation, probabilities of detection in false alarm, cancellation ratio, or decrease in clutter residue. So clutter visibility factor provides probabilities of detection in false alarm, means answer is B. Next question is amplitude limiting cannot be employed in coherent MTI, pulse Doppler, non-coherent MTI, and CW radar. So amplitude limiting cannot be employed in non-coherent MTI receiver. You must remember it. C is the correct answer. Question number 38, which is the last question. Pulse to pulse coherence is provided by the use of what? Pulse to pulse coherence is provided by the use of constant PRF. You have already studied the pulse to pulse switching is known as PRF, and pulse to pulse coherence is only being provided by the use of constant PRF. So C is the correct answer. I hope now you are able to solve the multiple choice questions based on MTI and pulse Doppler radar. We have solved some of the questions based on the blind speeds as well. Thank you so much.